U.S. Senators John McCain and Lindsey Graham are headed to Cairo today. This trip is an attempt to break the political gridlock in the country between supporters of former Mohamed Morsi and the interim government led by President Adli Mansour. McCain and Graham's trip comes at President Obama's request. The United States is an ally to Egypt and gives the Middle Eastern country $1.3 billion in military aid each year. This is why the U.S. is hesitant to call Morsi's removal a coup, because then it would have to cut it off. And the results are in for Zimbabwe's presidential race, and the winner is getting some international attention. Saturday's Zimbabwe election results sparked international concern after it was announced that Zimbabwean President Robert Mugabe won a seventh term in office. Officials said Mugabe won with 61% of the vote. U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry issued a statement calling the election deeply flawed, and opposition leaders are saying the election was a farce. Chinese consumers are once again worried about the quality of their milk products, but this time the cause of concern comes from outside the country. China has suspended imports of some dairy products from New Zealand-based Fonterra. The company announced over the weekend that certain goods were contaminated with a bacteria that could cause botulism. New Zealand's Trade Minister Tim Grosser says their primary concern is not the economic impact of the contamination. Instead, he said nothing is more important than protecting children. He also says the good news is that so far there are no reports of children getting sick from the products. And Paraguayans are looking for a lost treasure buried in the city of Capiata. The gold would have been buried there between 1864 and 1870, the time when Paraguay fought against Argentina, Brazil, and Uruguay in what is known as the War of the Triple Alliance. Some local media sources have claimed there could be up to 10 tons of gold buried there. Others say it's just between 60 to 100 pounds, a big difference. And that's your world in a minute.